Hey everybody, Greg asked me to make a Halloween tutorial for you, and this is what I came up with. This is a Purple People Eater Halloween classic, but we're going to do it with bar chords, and every verse, we're going to move it up the neck 1/2 step over and over and over again. Now, don't freak out. Don't leave. It's all going to work out. All right, so I'm going to show you the shapes that you use for this. Here are the chords, because right now Greg's not going to have the music up. Here are the chords we're going to use right at the top. We're going to do a G, but we're going to do a G like this. All right, that's your pointer finger all the way across the 2nd fret. Your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, and then your ring finger on the 4th fret of the G string. All right, that's a G. Now, during the tutorial, at any time, if your hand starts to hurt, stop playing and just watch and learn and process it, and that'll make it easier later on, because right now it's going to be kind of slow, and you're going to put a lot of pressure right here. Just hold this down. So right now I'm not actually holding it down. I'm just barely touching the strings, but I'm showing you the shape. Anytime I strum is when I squeeze. See how it mutes after I don't squeeze? All right. So that's a G. That's an alternate G shape for the first position of G. A D7, a lot of you do a Hawaiian D7. We're not going to do that. We're going to pick up your ring finger and then just move your middle finger back, up 1 string actually, towards the ground, but up like as in higher. And that's a D7 also. All right? Then we're gonna move it back to the G shape. And then to a C. Now your brain is gonna be like, play a C, Kirk, or whatever your name is, whatever. You're going to want to do that C, but we're not doing that C. We're doing this C. We're going to move up 1. We're moving up, like the higher the notes are going to go this way. And all we're going to do is move your middle finger 1 string closer to your chin to the C string. That's a C chord. Some people call that a 2nd position C chord. And then we're going to go back to the G, which all that means is we're going to move it back down and then move this finger back. And that's pretty much the whole song. So that is the verse. During the chorus, it's a little different, but it still starts on this G. And it switches to that D7, goes back to the G. And instead of going to that C, it goes back to the D7 and then back to the G. Congratulations. If you did that, congratulations. Here's where the hard part comes. At the end of every chorus, we're going to move this whole shape up a 1/2 step right there, right? So your pointer finger was across the 2nd fret. Now you're just going to move them all up 1/2 step. Now your pointer finger is going to be across the 3rd fret. And we're going to do exactly the same thing, but we're going to have this down the whole time. Saw this thing coming out of the sky. It had D7, 1 long horn, and back to G. I commenced to shaking and I said, ooh wee. We're doing that C shape that we just learned. This is actually going to be a C sharp. Just ignore the chord names. Just stick with the shapes for now, and then after you do that, you can figure it all out. All right, and then it goes back to the G. Looks like a purple people eater to me. And then the chorus is, it was a one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. D7 shape, still staying here. One-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. Back to the G shape. It's actually a G sharp. One-eyed, one-horn, purple eater. Sure looks strange to me. All right, and then it goes up another. But as long as you keep that same shapes and movements going on, it'll work. Just 1/2 step, 1/2 step, 1/2 step. We have a separate video Greg's gonna play that shows the whole song. So play along best you can. Don't worry about being perfect right now. Just get the concept of doing that. And work on it. You can use these same things for a whole bunch of other songs. There's lots of songs that modulate or change keys up one or down one. We've gone over other things like Hit the Road Jack. Some of that is exactly the same shapes, but we're doing a different thing. So anyways, it's already gone over 5 minutes. So let's wrap it up, Kirk. Have fun.